This is episode 15 of the A Free Spirit Life podcast.
I said up is where I wanna go. To be free, to feel free, to be me.
Welcome, friends. It's Shannon, Kinney-Duh, creator of AFreeSpiritLife.com, and I am back. I am so excited to be recording shows again for you. You can expect a new show every Tuesday starting now, June 2018. And I want you to make sure that you subscribe, tell your friends about the show. We're going to keep building our Free Spirit Life community. I am a holistic life and spiritual coach. I am a yoga teacher, and I'm also a mom to 3 boys. I am also the co-creator of the Mindful Mama movement. So you can find all that information at afreespiritlife.com to learn more about me. Today in this show, I'm going to share briefly why I took a break from the podcast, talk about that cloudy place that we find ourselves in life. It's completely natural. It's normal. It's not always blue sky, right? And so sometimes we feel really cloudy and confused. And that's part of why I needed to take a break. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what holistic life coaching is. Now that I have a clear direction of my own work that I'm doing in the world, I want to share with you a little bit more about what it is that I do, what is holistic life coaching, and how can it benefit your life. Now, even if you're not interested in hiring a life coach, that's not really what this show is about. I want you to get clear. I want you to find what is it in your own life that's creating obstacles and blocks and repeating the same old patterns? What is causing the cloudiness in your life, and what could help you move through it so that you feel more empowered, that you feel more free, that you feel that you're living and celebrating the life that you truly want to live? And so stick around, because I'm also going to share 4 powerful tips on how you can break free of habits that are holding you down. And I'm not just talking about the habits we think of, the habits of eating junk food or smoking or drinking or not exercising. We all know what bad habits are, right? But did you know that complaining can be a habit, or self-doubt can be a habit, or rushing can be a habit? Did you know that saying yes to too much activity can be a habit? Putting your dreams last on the list can be a habit. Not having a self-care practice can be a habit. Negative self-talk, all of that stuff can be replaced with healthier ways of being, with healthier habits. So I'm going to teach you 4 simple tips that you can start today to recalibrate, to reset, to move some of that stuff that keeps you stuck in those old habits. We're going to start recreating new ones. So I'm really excited, and I want to just jump right into the show. And before I do, just remember to subscribe to this podcast. Tell your friends about it, share this show, and if you would, go to iTunes and leave a review and rate the show, because when you do, that helps us find more free spirits to listen to the show. And that's just really inspiring, because that means that we're growing this amazing community. Also, if you are interested in learning more about holistic life coaching and want to check out my summer special, June 2018, for this first week of June, I'm offering a 2-for-1 special for summer. So you can buy 1 session and get 1 session free. And I'm really excited to announce that I am seeing clients in person in the Kansas City area now. So I have been seeing clients on Skype and on the phone, which I still can do. So if you're not in Kansas City, no worries. We can still connect via the phone or Skype. And also, if you live in Kansas City, I can now meet you in person. So for those details and to get that special, just go to afreespiritlife.com and click on the Holistic Life Coaching button, and it will show all that information. Again, it's only available for this first week of June 2018. Okay, so why did I take a break from the podcast for so long? Partly, I've gotten really good at discerning when life gets overwhelming. And coming out of a winter, my husband working a lot, finishing some deadlines, the kids and all of their school activities, and, just my own work, it became too much. And I really know that when I'm in the overwhelmed state, I have to remove things to help find clarity again. And also, clarity sometimes takes a while, right? It doesn't always happen as fast as we want it to. And so I really took some time to do a little soul searching, to be okay in the uncertainty, which is extremely hard. We all want answers. We all want to know what direction we're supposed to be going in. And sometimes, it takes a while. And so within that space, I had to let go of some of my projects and some other outside things so that I could breathe, right? So that I could not feel so overwhelmed and be more present, be more available. And it's in that space that I have reconnected to my love and my joy of podcasting, of connecting with all of you beautiful women out there, of my Live Freely Circle, which is my online support group, and of my complete dedication to being a holistic life and spiritual coach. And I've been doing this work for a long time now. I've been teaching yoga for over 15 years. And even after classes that I would teach, people would stay after class. And it was that one-on-one time that I had with my students that was so enriching for both of us. And so I didn't know it at the time, but I was even life coaching way back then when I was teaching yoga classes. Since teaching online now for almost 9 years, doing a lot of group coaching, I've been doing personal one-on-one sessions for, I would say at least over 8 years now. But I never really had a clear definition of why this work was so meaningful and why it's so life transformative. And that's what has come to me in this space. And so that's really what I want to share with you, because life coaching is different than counseling or therapy or consulting. And I think that people, even I, as a life coach, sometimes get a little unsure about what it is. I know you've heard the term, but what is it and how does it help you in your life? So my definition of life coaching, I call it holistic life coaching, is a powerful practice that helps you access your highest potential in a very deep, transformative, and personal way. It's holistic in nature, which means that we explore the connection between your mind, your body, and your spirit. And when we awaken to how all three of those work together, you can make changes that bring your mind, body, spirit back into alignment, that bring them into union, which leads to a very healthy foundation in your life. And I'll explain what that means. If you have a negative self-talk, or you're stuck in self-doubt, or you have a lot of worry, a lot of fear, a lot of regret, a lot of anxiety, a lot of that stems from the thoughts that you repeat and think over and over and over again. Even if you can't see that right now, it stems from your thoughts. your thoughts of repeating, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, I'm scared, starts to translate in how you feel and has a direct connection to your feelings and to your emotions and how you feel in your body. And how you feel in your body affects your overall mood, your overall outlook, how you feel and walk in this world. And that translates to the energy that you either put out or you don't. And so it's that vibration, you feel it when you meet someone who is elevating and is inspired by life and is joyful and happy and living with peace. And that is an expression of how they think and how they feel and how they move in their life. And so when you are caught up in that mindset and then you feel it in your body and then it affects your mood, it also affects your energy and your spirit, your prana, your life force. And that also in turn affects the action you either take or don't take. Is it a bad, unhealthy habit that you continue to repeat because you don't feel very good about yourself and so therefore you just don't take very good care of yourself, or vice versa, right? And so in holistic life coaching, we work with the blind spots. We all have them. All of us, even I, have my own blind spots that we tend to repeat. And we repeat the same thoughts and the same behaviors that leave us feeling limited and unhappy. And working with a holistic life coach is a way to break free of the obstacles that keep us feeling stuck, that keep us in those repeated patterns, so that we can reconnect to our true nature and to our true purpose here in life. And so what I love the most about it is my work as a holistic life coach is to empower you, to help you awaken to your own wisdom. I'm not the one with the answers. You are. And I envision myself as a mirror, and I get to hold up that mirror and reflect your beauty and your wisdom and your power and your strength and your confidence and your clarity back to you. It's a powerful practice, and I'm so honored and grateful to get to do this work and to work with so many amazing women every day. And so as a holistic life coach, I get to help you rediscover how amazing you are, help you rediscover who you truly are, help you reconnect to your true nature and to your truest, deepest calling here on earth. And then once you rediscover that, once you reconnect to that, it can be scary. It's a scary process when we go through change, through healing, through transformation. And so I get to help you cultivate the courage that it takes to walk forward, that it takes to listen to your intuition, that it takes to hear the calling and then follow where it's leading you. Because most likely, you're carving a new path. You're going a different route. You're doing it differently than what you see out there. And that can feel scary. And that is where you need support, where you need a companion on your journey, where you need someone who will listen to you fully without judgment, with complete openness and loving kindness, so that you can find your own courage to walk forward, to carve your path, and to live the life that you want to create. And that is exciting work. And that's what I get to do as a holistic life coach. So, as I become your partner in your personal transformation, I am not someone who's providing you with a bunch of techniques that this is the right way to do it. Now, I am loaded with resources and tips and techniques that I've learned through my own coaching experience and teaching yoga all these years. But That might be helpful for you, like learning a guided meditation or learning how to keep a journaling practice or learning a particular yoga posture to help open your heart center or learning a breath technique to help you become more present and mindful or to deal with your anxiety. All those things are very helpful. Those techniques are helpful. But the true power of life coaching is the relationship that we build together and the fact that it's not only confidential, but it's life-changing, the work that we do together in this safe and sacred space. That's really what I see my work is that I am a sacred and safe space holder for you to process, for you to trust, for you to fall down and to get back up, for you to figure stuff out, for you to work through that cloudy stuff that we all go through. I'm here to be a partner in that on your own path. Life coaching helps you work through the problems that you're working through so that you can find your own solutions quickly. It helps you move from insight to action, to mindful action. It helps you move from the mundane and the survival places that you tend to be in to feeling like you're thriving in your life, feeling like you can celebrate the life that you're living, feeling more inspired, and that you have unlimited possibilities before you. As a life coach, I am committed and passionate about bringing you to that deep and soulful state so that you're connected to your intuition, so that you're connected to your heart center, and so that you feel that you can become free again, that you can feel free of the obligations weighing you down, that you can become free of the negative thought patterns that keep you feeling stuck, that you can become free of the habits that are holding you in this small, safe, but unhappy place, so that you can feel free of the obstacles and that you can open up to your own brilliance that is just right there before you, but you're ready to bring it out in a new, freer, bolder, fuller way. What I love about life coaching is it's not about giving advice. I'm not here with all the answers. You are. And so when you meet with a life coach, you are in a non-judgmental place. You are in a space where you can be who you truly are. And God, that's such a gift because so often we're wearing masks in our life. Even in our closest relationships, sometimes we're not completely honest. We're not open, and we don't allow ourselves to be in that more vulnerable state. But you can do that with a safe and trusted and loving life coach. Life coaching helps you feel a deep appreciation for the life that you are living. It helps you see that you can celebrate who you are in this moment and who you are becoming. The process of working with a life coach helps you think of something you've never thought before. And when you think a new thought, you are now available to dream a new dream. And that is so empowering and inspiring and exciting when you reconnect to that enthusiasm that so often just our daily obligations and the juggling of family life and work and responsibility can just suck the joy right out, right? It can just make us forget. And we as humans are a little forgetful. And so I believe that working with someone else who you trust allows you to remember what you already know deep down inside of you. And it's, I'm telling you, it is so powerful. I've seen it time and time again. I've experienced it when I work with life coaches, and I see it in the amazing women that I get to work with. So, we all have an imbalance in having, doing, and being. We are either really focused on having stuff, what we have or what we don't have. We tend to not even see what we have. We tend to highlight those few things that we don't have, right? And that can also affect our action or non-action or how we feel or our mood, is highlighting what we don't have, feel like we don't have enough, this whole lack mentality. Some of us focus only on doing. What can we do? What can we produce? What can we make? And the more we do, we think the more we get. But we all know that without balance, we burn out. And then there's the being piece, which I think for most of us, we long for. We long to be more present. We long to be more intentional in life, to be more mindful. We long to take care of our inner life. We long for soul care. We long for space, for stillness. But how often do we carve that out? How often do we nourish and nurture that? That tends to get pushed to the bottom of the list when we are imbalanced and focused on the having or not having and the doing. And so working with a life coach brings those three back into balance. And when you focus more on the being, you nourish and nurture your inner life, you feel better. You think better thoughts and newer, freer thoughts. You feel more connected and alive in your body. You feel more enthused and excited about your life. And that has a ripple effect in what your outer life looks like. That helps with the having or what you don't have. And it helps with the doing or what you don't do. But it's that being piece that I see time and time again helps bring a breath of fresh air to the clients that work with life coaches. So my goal as a holistic life coach is to bring those three back into union, to bring those three back to balance so that your inner life is a direct reflection of your outer life. And that has a ripple effect because when you feel happier, you are then spreading that happiness to all those you meet. And that's what we want. We want you to be sharing your gifts with the world. We want you to be giving and receiving love. And when you do that, oh my God, you're making the world a better place. So that's a win-win for everybody. I am confident as a holistic life coach that you know what's best for you. And I am simply here to hold the space so that you can figure it out. And it's a beautiful relationship. I think I've kind of explained it to the nth degree, in my own opinion, of what holistic life coaching is. And all the benefits that come with it. And like I said at the beginning, if you want to learn more, you can go to my website, click Holistic Life Coaching, and just learn more about me, learn more about the process. And if you want to sign up to talk further, I can meet with you in person or on the phone. Okay, so let's dive into the 4 powerful tips that I have for changing habits. So a habit is something that we do without self-awareness. Okay, I'm going to say that again. A habit is something that we do without self-awareness. So we do these things without really thinking about it, right? They're automatic. And they're things that we've just kind of slipped into doing over time. And there are healthy habits, and then there are unhealthy habits. And so these 4 tips are about breaking free of some of those unhealthy habits. And like I said at the beginning, it is pretty fascinating and I think eye-opening when you become aware that habits are not just the things you do, like eating chocolate after dinner or not exercising or whatever it is that you consider a habit in your life. There are those reoccurring habits that we just do automatically that we don't even realize are habits, like complaining or worrying or rushing. Those are also habits. And so the first thing to do when you want to break free of a habit is commit to change. So look at your own life right now. What is a reoccurring habit? What is something that isn't working in your life? What is something that you complain about consistently? What keeps you up at night? What are you frustrated about? For me, over in this cloudy period that I had in the winter coming into spring, I was not doing my physical exercise like I wanted to. I walked a little bit, I did some yoga, but I really wanted some cardio. I wanted some consistent, regular exercise. And so for me, that became my focus and my first priority in creating a new healthy habit, breaking the habit of not doing anything and creating this new healthy habit of going to a gym nearby and working out and going to fun classes. I'm not a person who likes to just stand there and lift weights. I like to go to classes. I like to be social. I think it's fun to show up and dance to fun music, but still get a good workout. So I had to commit to that change. I had to make a commitment and say, I'm going to go to a class at least 3 to 4 times a week, and I wanted to be consistent. And so look at what is it that you want to do? What habit do you want to break free of, or what new healthy habit do you want to instill? Number 1 tip, commit to change. Stay open and get clear about what it is that you want to change. Okay. Step number 2, once you've made that commitment, track it. Write it down. You need to schedule it. So for me, I had to look at the class schedule and I had to be consistent. This time each day, I was going to go to this type of class. I've gone to all the classes. I found my favorites, and now I know what time they're at. I write them in my calendar and I go. And seeing it written down and tracking it is exciting to me because it shows that I'm actually committing. I am staying with my practice and I'm changing. When I start slipping and I skip my classes, I can feel it. And it's not being tracked. So tip number 2, track it, write it down, schedule it, get it on a calendar. If your habit is you want to stop eating chips at all, chips, let's just say, or dessert after dinner, you write it down. You write down what you didn't eat and replace it with some healthy fruit, or, find a way to support yourself in that change. But make that commitment, track it, write it down. And the third powerful tip is to practice. You've got to keep practicing. Remember that it's a process. It is not just something that happens automatically. Some habits are easier to break than others. So give yourself the practice that it's going to take before this becomes a new healthy habit, before you break free of the old patterns, right? So tip number 1, commit to change. Tip number 2, track it in some way. Write it down, schedule it. Maybe you need to have an accountability partner. Now, of course, a life coach could be that for you, but it could just be a friend. Recently, I did the Whole30. And I did that at the encouragement of a friend of mine. We did it together. And every day we would text each other pictures of our food or recipes or struggles we were having or temptations we were going through. And that alone was a perfect tracking system because it kept us on track. I knew that she was doing it too, and we could fall back on each other and help each other get back up. And that is huge. So that might be your tracking system. And then just keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing, and allow yourself the grace of falling down. So I like to say practice with self-kindness, okay? Don't beat yourself up over it. If you eat cake every day after dinner, and then all of a sudden you go 4 days without it, but then you have a cookie, okay, give yourself a little grace. Celebrate what you have done. Highlight what you are doing and stop beating yourself up, because really what this is about self-love, self-care, self-kindness, self-compassion. So have compassion for the process as you're practicing. Give yourself a little grace. And then the 4th tip for breaking free of habits or unhealthy habits, celebrate. Celebrate what you have done, where you have come from. So often we just forget. We reach a goal and then we're like, oh, yeah, I'm here, but I want to be there. And we're always discounting and looking ahead and not celebrating the present moment. Where have you come from? What step did you take? Did you go through one whole day without dessert? Amazing. Did you get yourself to the gym? Celebrate. Do what you can to reward yourself with a pat on the back, a smoothie instead of a cake, a call to a friend to say, hey, listen to what I did, post it on Instagram, share a picture, whatever it takes, share your celebrations. That is a beautiful loop back to the very first step, which is commit to change. So it's a cycle. It's not just a 4-step process and you're done, because once you celebrate that little baby step, you're ready for the next one. And you're ready for the next one. So you commit to change, you track it, you write it down, find the support you need, practice with self-kindness, celebrate it, and start again. That is powerful. That is putting you in the driver's seat of your life. That is empowering you, because this is up to you. Change starts with you. So where are you going to go with this information? Where are you going to go with your life today? What are you ready to change? What unhealthy habit are you ready to release? And what new habits are you ready to instill? I can't wait to hear from you. You can always email me, Shannon@afreespiritlife.com. Share your celebrations with me. Make a commitment to change and let me know what those are. You can also join my A Free Spirit Life Facebook group. It's completely free, and that's a nice place to get some support. And also I have the Live Freely Circle. Now that is my group membership program. It's for a very low fee. You can join it month to month, and that's where you'll get more access to me. We could do live coaching videos. You get to connect with women from around the world on these very topics. Super supportive. We all hold space for each other. So you can check out all that information on afreespiritlife.com. Okay. All I really want is for you to go out today and feel inspired, feel a new breath of fresh air in your own life. And remember, you are amazing. You are not broken. You don't have anything that you have to fix. This is about reconnecting to your true self, your true nature, what you value in life, and walking forward with a little more confidence, walking forward feeling empowered that you can truly live the life you want to live because you're dedicated to change. You're ready to awaken. And that is where true freedom comes from. So be well, my friends. Thanks so much for listening. Share this show, and I will see you next week. I have an awesome interview that is coming your way next week, so make sure to look for it. It will inspire you to live more simply, to live more minimally, and to find the freedom from all that stuff and clutter that we tend to collect in our life. I know you're going to love it. So look out for episode 16, and I will see you very soon.